Sportster 48 1200 2018 versus the Yamaha Bolt 950. After riding Theo's Sportster for a little while and hopping back on my bike, the answer is really honestly clear. Good. Oh, I think the lens is kind of dirty. Let's clean that out for you guys. We've got our Taco Bell now, and it is time to go meet someone to do something that I already told you about in the title. So we're going over to Theo's house. We're going to ride his Sportster 1200, and I'm pretty excited to figure out whether or not it's the bike for me. So let's get on the bike, take our Taco Bell, wrap it around my wrist like an accessory. All right, so we made it to Theo's house. We got some bikes pulled out. Let me just walk up here. So this is the Grom. He's got it all set up beautifully. I'm going to ride this in a moment. And this right here is his Japanese made. And then what is this again? Ninja 250?
Yeah, it's an 09 Ninja 250.
This thing looks like a... Either way, guys, I am super excited to ride this bike right here. Theo, oh man, that is sad. That is so sad. Disgusting. I'm disgusted with you right now. Do you mind if I ride this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. Alright, right now we're about to swap bikes. He's going to ride the Yamaha Bolt, and I'm going to ride his Harley Sportster 48. What year is that, Theo?
18.
It's a 2018. This thing is new, boy. 3 years old. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, but he's going to be riding a 2014 Yamaha Bolt. This is awesome. I feel fancy.
You turn the flashers on. Good to go?
Alright, and we are off. Holy crap, this thing is quick. Feels much longer than my bike, and that might be because of the risers or the bars, but it feels much longer than my bike. I have to say, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the forward controls. I think that it'd be nice on longer drives, absolutely. But as of right now, with the aggressive riding style that I prefer to ride like, I don't feel on top of the bike. I don't feel in control. I feel like I'm like flying behind the bike, you know? It sure doesn't feel like the twin cam Dyna that I have, the FXDX, but you can definitely still feel that classic Harley feel. Oh, he almost looped. I told him. I'm gonna try to wheelie this thing. Here we go. He's doing a good job, dude. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this has so much more power. Oh, it's never gonna pick up. So we're gonna do a 0 to 60, guys. We'll see which one is faster. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Holy crap. Dude, did my Bolt just win?
Why did I beat you? Were you on it? Yes. What? It's conflicting because like I'm happy I won, but I just
I don't know, this bike feels exceptionally long. Like this bike feels like there's a lot of distance from the
I feel like that's because it doesn't have mid pegs.
That might be long.
It's nice to see someone enjoying the bike. Oh my gosh, dude.
I love this bike, dude.
Alright guys, so the Sportster 48 1200 2018 versus the Yamaha Bolt 950 2014. Would you say this is heavily modified or just slightly modified?
Oh, heavily.
Heavily modified.
Heavily modified.
I didn't want to put that upon myself, but heavily modified in the words of Theo. I won't take credit.
Far from stock Bolt.
Yeah, there you go. It's not a stock Bolt, but it's a Bolt nonetheless, and I would say this has some mods to it. It's got exhaust and the air intake, and that's about it, right?
The headlight.
The headlight, yeah! Yeah! Theo, a Sportster owner, is transitioning to a Yamaha Bolt owner.
Maybe.
We've converted him. It's not in question, it's happening. It's cheaper, you got a little bit of bike for half the cost. I don't know, man, there's a lot to like about the Bolt. Is it as nice as the Sportster? No. We're swapping.
I don't like putting your bike on the kickstand.
Me neither. Jeez Louise.
Alright guys, so if you missed last week's episode, you might have noticed that I was having issues with my mic connected to my GoPro. Can't really figure out what's going on with it. But this is a prime example of my mic, again, having issues. So we'll get that fixed by next episode. But basically all I'm talking about in this moment, there are just too many modifications that would have to be done to the Sportster 48 for it to be a viable option for any comfortable or aggressive riding. Not having mid controls and it having forward controls, to the top triple tree not allowing you to bolt on risers. It's just a lot of modifications that would need to be done. The front tire is extremely heavy, and the overall ergonomics and length of the bike are going to cause some issues if you're trying to do a little bit more aggressive riding. I wanted to say the Sportster 48 provides a lot of style, and it honestly looks like a really cool bike, but if you're looking for practicality, I just don't think it's there. Alright, like and subscribe. Back to the video. Sorry about the audio.
I really want to be drifting on my bike. Alright guys, so final impressions on the Sportster 1200 versus the Yamaha Bolt. So, I think that if set up correctly, the Sportster 1200 would be a very fierce competitor to the Yamaha Bolt. But for the riding style that both Theo and I enjoy, I don't actually think there's any competition.
No.
It's the Bolt. The Bolt is, you throw a pair of shocks in that thing, you could even run stock bars and everything else, and honestly, it's ready to go. So if we're comparing just this specific Sportster to the Yamaha Bolt definitely wins. But if you threw in like a, you know, like a older one, 03, 06, something like that, might be some competition there. What do you think, Theo?
I'd take the Bolt.
The Bolt? Oh my gosh, and that's saying something, because this is your baby.
Don't get me wrong, I love my Sportster, but because I like doing wheelies, Bolt takes it.
It's true.
The Bolt I popped up almost 12 o'clock.
You almost looped it. It honestly depends on what your riding style is. If you're just relaxing, cruising around, that's going to be a great bike for you. But if you guys are, trying to do a little bit more aggressive riding style, this is probably going to be the bike for you, especially because of the price. The price is honestly the huge thing for me. And
this one is a big difference.
Yeah, and that was like the biggest reason that I chose the Yamaha Bolt, is because it's just so much cheaper. You know, you get a lot of bike for not a lot of money. Plus, it's Yamaha, so you know it's going to last. I beat the absolute daylights out of this bike, and it does not break. I don't know what's wrong with it. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for today. I hope this helped you if you're going to buy a Sportster or a Yamaha Bolt. And if you're not buying those and you're just watching for entertainment purposes, make sure you like and subscribe. Actually, don't care if you like, just subscribe. We need to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. And if you guys are watching this after January 1st, then you already know what happened. I'm Aaron, this is Tardy Productions. That's Theo. I'll put his Instagram down below. See you guys in the next one. No! Can't get out of the way. I'm sorry, I don't know how to ride this bike. I'm a newbie.